Hello viewers, this is your host Sushil Shalot and I welcome you to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to explain you how to use the function concat in Excel. Well, concat function was introduced into Excel 2016 onwards. Prior to that it was concatenate. Concatenate function continues to remain even in the further versions of Excel. Well, then why should one use concat? In due course of this video, you will understand it. And before we get on to how concat can be used, let us go through few examples here. If you see here in the cells, I see the words double, you, trouble, comma, trouble, will, trouble, view, double. And well, you see in the cell here, just underneath, I use the concat function to concatenate these all words into a single sentence. So if you read through that cell, you can easily read out W trouble trouble, trouble will trouble you double. And this makes a very sensible, meaningful sentence. Well, the next example here we see the sentence has been created by concat function. By using the concat function with all these cells, it has got converted into a meaningful sentence. He saw what she saw was what he saw. So here are the three or four words juggled here and there, and a meaningful sentence created out of it by using the concat function. I purposely chosen some interesting sentences so that you can concentrate on how and what has been done by using the concat function. The next example here is the seven colors taken together from different cells of Excel worksheet and then converted into a single sentence here which says violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red form a rainbow. Well, the last one is certainly this is what is proven from all these examples. I am intelligent. Well, if you want to be intelligent and use the functions explained in my videos by subscribing the channel at YouTube. Well, let's get on to the next worksheet here, and here I'll give you a demo how concat should be used, how it can be used, and how it is something extra, or I won't say better, but it's something extra than concatenate. Prior to 2016 Excel, concatenate was very widely used, but well, there is a advantage of using concat. So let's see how we can use this concat function. So when I go here and say concat, and I choose these three cells here, the first name, the middle name, and the family name of this person, and say enter, they get attached or joined with each other, and a single word Ajay Suhas Kale has been created. But well, this is not what we intend to see. We intend to see a space between the first name, second name, and third name. So well, many times the database is of this kind where the first name, second name, and third name are captured, and then we need to see the complete name as a single text. So how do I do that? This is the way I did it by selecting a range from B2 to B4. But well, what is the other way? Let me give example or a demo here. So I'm going to use the function concat. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to select the B2 cell, then give comma, space between the double inverted commas, then comma, then I'll choose B2. Again, I'll repeat what I did earlier, and then I'm going to choose the cell B3 or B4. Well, that is how I have. I'll remove the range here. That range is not required here. So that is how I have chosen the cells B2 space B3 space and B4, and giving this I'm going to close the parenthesis and say enter. There it is. This is what was I desiring. I wanted a space between the name, middle name, and the family name. So this is what was expected and I could achieve it. Well, can I do that with concatenate? Certainly yes. If I go over here, I'm going to save my time by just copying this portion of the function, so I don't have to type it again. Here I'm going to use the function concatenate. As you see, it joins several text strings into one string, and there here in this portion of fx you see a yellow mark here that says that it is a older version and the new version of concatenate is concat. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to write b2 space b3 space b4, and there it is. With this I'm going to say enter, and well, there are more parentheses than what are required. I'll reduce this parenthesis and say enter. So there it is. I get the desired value. So nothing great. It is the same thing as concat. Well, I'll go to the next part of this video and give you a demo of concatenating this portion. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the function again concat. And what do I concat here? I'm going to choose these cells and say enter. As soon as I do that, I see the complete phone number including the ISD code, STD code and the telephone number gets concatenated, and there it is. Well, if I want the name and the number to come in the same cell, how do I do that? It is quite simple. I'm going to copy this portion of the function here. I'm going to use it here. So here I'm going to insert that portion over here, give a comma, and then continue with the range B7 to B9 and say enter. So if I wish to have a space in between, I can insert it with the double inverted commas and give a comma here again. In this way, n number of texts can be concatenated. Actually, to be precise, 254 text cells can be concatenated, and if I go character wise, it is 32,767 characters can be concatenated. Well friends, you must have seen the syntax of this function. So n number of texts can be concatenated with the comma separating them. And when I say enter, there it is. I see Ajay Suhas Kale with a space of 91 and then the STD code and the telephone number. So this is how one can concatenate the cells as per the requirement. So depending on your database and depending on the requirements, you can do that. Now coming to the point, if I use the same things with concatenate, let us give a try here. I have copied this portion of the syntax and now I'm going to use is equal to concatenate, and when I say I'm going to use this syntax here. So I'm going to use the same syntax. So what I have done is I have chosen the cells B2, B3, B4 and then the range B7 to B9. And with this, when I say enter, I get an error value. Now what was the difference between these two? If I go here and if I go here, it is nothing different as far as the syntax or the function portion is concerned. Then what made the difference? Let us check up. So what was the difference is in the second part or in with the function concatenate, what went wrong was concatenate does not join or connect or merge multiple ranges of cells into one, whereas the function concat merges various cells, various ranges of cells into one. So here we see we have chosen B2, B3, B4 as individual cells separated with the spaces, and then we choose range B7 to B9. This is how one can go on doing it. So if I opt to add something here, say if I go and add another range here, say from B6 to B7 and say enter. There it is. Something has got added to that, and we can go on adding concatenating multiple cells and multiple ranges as they can or as they are required in the actual applications. This is how one can use the concat function instead of concatenate and overcome the drawbacks or the shortcomings of the concatenate function. I have given a very simple example of a name and a telephone number getting concatenated and merging into a single cell. There can be n number of examples of this kind, and there can be, if I go over here and if I choose say the range, say from over here first name, second name and third name A2 to A4, there it is, it has got concatenated. So basically what it gets concatenated is the text strings. So when earlier I chose the range B here, so I could have added the range over here as D6 or D5 to D6 and say enter. Parenthesis was missing, so there it is. I should have added it over here inside the parenthesis and say enter. So this way I can go on adding n number of text cells and keep on concatenating. So as I said, one can concatenate up to 32,767 cells. So if I want to check up how many characters are there here in this cell right now, I'm going to check it up with the function len, and it has got 90 characters as of now while I went on using the function concat. Friends, I hope this video has been useful and very well understood by you. If you like this video, please express your thumbs up or your likes at the YouTube channel. Share this video with your friends and other colleagues as required. And if you are new to the channel, please do make a point to subscribe the channel for many more other videos at this channel. There is exclusive video on function of concatenate which has been quite popular at this channel. So I request you, if you have not seen that, do go visit the channel, subscribe the channel and watch the videos of your interest. I'll be soon back with my next video. Till then, goodbye, take care.